And in a welcome from the National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine is Dr. Tina Bahadori. She's the Executive Director for the Division on Engineering and Physical Sciences, otherwise known as DEPS, of the National Academy of Sciences. Prior to that, she served in the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the Office of Research and Development. Before joining EPA, her career was founded on nearly 2 decades of research and science enterprises in the private sector, where she worked on converging and diverging issues related to energy, environment, technology, and chemical management. Dr. Bahadori holds a doctorate in environmental science and engineering from the Harvard School of Public Health. From MIT, she holds a Master of Science in Chemical Engineering and Technology and Policy, as well as a Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering and in Humanities. Tina, thank you for your welcome comments.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Joe, for that wonderful introduction. I'm going to actually, I'm not as good as Dan. I'm going to use a couple of slides to help guide the conversation. Can you see my screen okay?
Yes.
Okay. And sorry, it's not, are you able to see it? It's not,
Tina, can you please go to display settings and click on it?
I'm trying to make the
if you
it's not letting me see the menu. Sorry, because it's because of the way the Zoom thing is on top. Oh, here it is. I was able to figure it out. My engineering degree came in handy for once. So, okay, here we are. All right. So, does it work okay now?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you and good morning, everyone. I'm very excited and honored to be with you and to be making a similar introduction next to Dan Flynn, who has been an amazing sponsor and leader in our work in the intelligence space. And we're deeply grateful for his leadership and his vision really to explore these emerging topics and provide an opportunity to really integrate the many areas of science that we're right now working on that seem to sort of converge on this issue. Okay. Sorry, it's not responding. Okay, so just to give a little bit of context for those who are watching the colloquium today who may not know the context. So this colloquium today is being hosted by the National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine. And our role really is to provide independent, objective advice to inform policy with evidence to spark progress and innovation. I know innovation is a key word today, and confront challenging issues for the benefit of the society. And that's really, this is a screenshot of our homepage today, where we're in this very same space, hearing from a number of Nobel Prize winners in a number of these areas, where very similar and adjacent topics are being discussed. This colloquium is part of a series that we've put together on behalf of Dan and the ODNI. And we've often working on these issues that really bring emerging topics in science and engineering and begin to demonstrate how these topics can inform the analytic space in the intelligence community. We're, as Dan said, all this work is happening within the Intelligence Community Studies Board, which is one of the boards in my division. My division has about 13 boards, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but basically this board is comprised of 22 and really 21 right now, because one has been asked to serve in a political capacity for the administration, and also this incredible network of 500 experts, the Intelligent Science and Technology Experts Group that provides support to ODNI around these types of issues like the one that we're focusing on today. So the division in which this intelligence activity resides is one that has the national security portfolio, so the ICSP, as well as the Board on Army and Air Force and Navy. So we have the services in that space. But we also have all of the portfolio that focuses on advancing in computing, modeling, analytics, big data, artificial intelligence. We do a lot on the materials manufacturing, a lot in the assessment space, a lot in the physics and astronomy and the space engineering, and of course in energy and sustainability. In fact, we have a few reports coming out very much in the energy and energy security space, which really draws a lot on a lot of the same kind of data space that we're going to be talking about today. This colloquium today is part of a 3-part series. So today we're going to be talking about technological drivers, but the 2 others that have been scheduled in June and August really get at the strategic and operational issues and allows us to really talk about what the future strategy might look like in this space. And we're having additional conversations around how we can maybe create some sustained energy around this topic as we really begin to really integrate the science. And the last thing I just wanted to say is that we're doing, as we speak, a number of studies in fields that are very much grappling with this issue from different spaces. In fact, the one that particularly struck me is this one at the bottom here, which is leveraging advances in remote geospatial technologies to inform precision environmental health decisions, which has become particularly important as we look at COVID and COVID management and COVID hotspots. A lot of the same tools and technologies, data harvesting, data analytics tools are being used right now to inform decision making. And I think that today we'll be talking about where the enablers are and where potentially the challenges are in this space. We just have a new study that came out that looks at where the innovation space is right now in this country and where there are opportunities to create better linkages between the innovation space and the application space in which we're going to be talking about today. So all of these reports are available on our website, and I think and they sort of provide input into the thinking that we have going on right now. That's that's going to be informing the discussion. So with that, I'll hand it back to you, Joe. That was my last slide. Great, I should be out of your screen.
Well, thank you, Tina, for those very informative comments.
Sure.